Here we go.
Boring Reviews!
All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Nick here, and I am excited to react to this pitch meeting video. Now, you might ask, where's Gabe? Where's Jodi? Why are you on your own? Well, I'm the only one of the three of us that have seen Avatar 2, and I actually saw it for a second time today. The first time I watched it in 2D, that's how I always prefer it. And then I watched it in 3D with the whole laser Dolby nonsense or whatever. And the laser part was cool, but I still am not a huge 3D fan. Let me know in the comment section, do you prefer your films in 3D or 2D? I prefer the 2D. And seen it twice. Really enjoyed it. Didn't do a review for it because I figured everyone else and their brother did a review. And I just didn't get around to it. But absolutely love the film. I'm a huge fan of the first one. But I haven't seen any of the pitch meetings. So I'm going to go ahead and check out the pitch meeting for Avatar: The Way of Water, the newest film that came out. If you've not seen the film, I'm told right here in the first second, spoilers ahead. Obviously, if you've not seen it, don't watch this reaction. Watch the movie first, then come back, because I would hate to have anything ruined for you as you enjoy it for the first time if you have not seen it yet. If you have, sit back, relax, and watch my reaction to this. I would really appreciate it if you would give me that like if you like this video, but also hit that subscribe button. Over 90% of you watching this video right now have not subscribed, so go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And let's go ahead and check this out. I can't wait. We've been watching a lot of older pitch meetings, so this is a very current one, so I'm excited to see if it's changed at all, or if it's still more the same, which is great too. Here we go.
So, you have a movie for me? Yes, bro, I do. I think it's about time for another Avatar movie. Oh yeah, bring those blue kitty cats back in here. I can't wait to see what's going on with, the main character, Jake Sully. Right, no, I know. That's a thing that I knew for more than 1 week in December 2009. Well, Jake Sully's back, sir, and we're headed back to that planet everybody knows and loves, which is called the Pandora. Pandora. I said it at the same time as you because of how much I love it and remember. Great. So I'm thinking we go big on this one. Like, I want to set a world record on this bad boy. Oh, I like the sound of that. Highest grossing movie of all time. Yeah, no, maybe. So what? Movie with the most frequent use of the word bro. Ah, yeah, they're gonna say bro a crazy number of times. All right. Bro.
It's true.
Bro. Is that gonna get annoying, maybe, you think? It won't, bro, because that's how kids talk these days, bro. It's bro-latable. Did you just say bro-latable? Anyway, we're back on Pandora, and it's been like 10 years since the events of the first movie, and Jake has a bunch of kids. Getting busy with their tails or whatever is tight. Yeah, so they did whatever that was, and now they have Neteyam, Loic, Tuk, and Kiri. Is that one name? No, that's 4 names. Fascinating. And so Kiri's like this teenager that was mysteriously born from Grace Augustine's Avatar, you know, Sigourney Weaver's character from the first movie. Who are we gonna get to play this teenager? I got just the person. Sigourney Weaver? You think it's gonna be kind of weird to hear a senior citizen's voice coming out of a kid? Well, yeah, maybe, but also, maybe not. Oh, I like those odds. Anyway, so another kid they're raising is this human kid, Spider. And what's his deal? Well, he's actually the son of Quaritch, you know, the main bad guy from the first movie. Oh, and so who's gonna be the main bad guy in this movie? Quaritch, you know, the main bad guy from the first movie. Nice. Oh, wait, no, he died in the first movie, I'm pretty sure. Whoops. Nope, not a whoopsie. You're not getting a whoopsie out of me. No whoopsie? No whoopsie, sir. See, the thing is, humans are actually back on Pandora now, and Jake is leading the resistance against them. Okay. And turns out the humans had a backup of Quaritch's mind and memories, so they shoved that into an avatar body. Wow, well, I guess they really wanted the expertise of, you know, a guy who did not succeed last time he tried something like this. Yeah, they put a bunch of money and resources into bringing back the best guy for the job, the guy who failed spectacularly last time and literally died.
Not my favorite plot
point
either.
It's not a bad plan.
I love that actor.
Quaritch and his squad pretty much immediately run into Jake's kids, so Jake and Neytiri need to go save them. Wow, well, that little squad doesn't stand a chance against Jake and his whole tribe. Oh, no, Jake and Neytiri don't bring any backup. Why not? So the movie can happen. Oh, okay. So Quaritch ends up kidnapping his son Spider, and Jake's like, well, I guess I gotta resign as head of the resistance and move away with my family. What? Why? Well, if they stick around, they'd be putting everybody in danger. You know, they can't win a fight against Quaritch. They literally did that in the last movie. Hey, shut up. So they move away and go live with this water clan. That's all about water. Oh, water is different from forest. And for the next long stretch of the movie, it's gonna be kind of like a nature documentary with some teenage angst sprinkled in. And what's Jake gonna be up to? Oh, you're gonna like this. He's gonna lecture his kids A couple times. I do like watching disciplinary lectures. Everybody does. And so eventually Jake's son Loak becomes friends with a big old space whale. A big old space whale? A big old space whale. So they hang out. And then also Kiri has superpowers now. She can like communicate with creatures and whatnot. Well, good for her. Yeah, so she's having a great time. Pretty much the whole movie while people are arguing or fighting, she's just looking around like, oh. Okay, oh wow. Nice. But eventually the bad guys are gonna figure out where Jake is, so they're gonna keep on going with their mission of trying to kill him. Well, I mean, Jake's gone and he's not the leader of the resistance anymore. Why is their top priority still trying to take him out? Well, because see, that's the plot of the movie. That works. So Quaritch teams up with these people who actually hunt those big old space whales, and they want to kill some of them to lure Jake out. Why do those guys hunt big old space whales? Because their frickin' brain juice stops people from aging. So what happened to that stuff the humans were after in the first movie? Unobtainium? Yeah, they were unable to obtain it. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah, that checks out. But the thing about these big old space whales is that they're very hard to kill. Then how'd they find out about the magical brain juice in the first place? I don't know. Well, okay then. So then Jake and the ocean people do get lured out, and there's gonna be a big old fight. Oh boy, here we go. And a big old space whale's gonna help them out, and it's gonna be crazy, and Natayam is gonna die. Oh no. Yeah, and so the Sully family are very sad, but Quaritch and a couple of his guys are still alive. Well, it's gonna be hard for a couple of bad guys to stand a chance against all the ocean people. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, because see, it's actually just gonna be Jake and his family fighting these dudes now. What? What happened to the ocean people?
Great
those
question.
guys, they all left. They had to go away. They're just not there for the final fight. Yeah, no, because there was like some fire on the water, so they gotta, head out. They gotta leave early. Yeah, they dive into the water under the fire. Hey, shut up. And so the big final action scene is gonna take place on this big ship that's sinking. Isn't that kind of similar to... Yeah, James Cameron specifically requested that. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, this guy frickin' hates when sea vessels float as intended. He really does. And so then Jake is gonna manage to choke Quaritch unconscious and let him sink to the bottom. Wow. But then that spider kid's gonna save him. What? Why? Sequel? He probably just caused a lot of future pain and suffering for his loved ones. Sequel? Yeah, no, all right, you make a good point. And so that's about it. What do you think? Well, I mean, the first movie made an insane amount of money, so I'm pumped. Let's get this out ASAP. Let's do it. What are you thinking, like a 2014 release date? That sounds like a great release year. Let's lock it in.
Seriously. Hi, everybody. At the end there, when they were talking about sequel, I thought the sequel was to the second one. I'm like, 2014. Oh, man. So I really do enjoy the second one. Now, again, admittedly, I'm a huge fan of the first film. And so basically, In a Return to Pandora, I was going to be psyched for. But every plot point they brought up and kind of tore apart is absolutely correct. There's so many things in this film that are kind of aggravating and plot-wise don't make it the best story. But for me, again, I was totally bought in and totally sold on it. So I excused a lot of that. I hated the fact that Spider saves him at the end. Now, this is my prediction. It's just a prediction, but I feel like it's not going to go as we think with Quaritch, whatever his name is, played by Stephen Lang. I think eventually he's going to continue going after Jake, but he's going to find himself with part of a Na'vi group of people, whether it's water or forest, who knows. And he's going to actually find himself having sympathies for the people. He's going to connect with his avatar's DNA and whatever. And he's going to probably be less about attacking and more about protecting Pandora. And there's going to be a bigger bad guy. I'm not sure who that is. I also had the question about the obtaining, like, why aren't we going after that mineral? Did they just give up on that because they destroyed Home Tree? Whole lot of deposit right there, whole lot of money. They got kicked out, right? But why not come back and pick up all that stuff that's just kind of lying there? Why did Jake and, his tribe and the neighboring tribes, the Na'vi, attack the Americans when they first got there? There's a lot of these questions and I'm like, why? But it's the story they decided to go with, and they spent so much time on it. You thought that would have been polished a little bit. So big props to Screen Rant, to Ryan George here for kind of picking that apart. And I do like the idea that Ryan George has his own channel. It's very successful, but he's keeping with the Screen Rant pinch meetings and moving that along. I just find that interesting, find it pretty cool that he's not like too big for his own britches where he's not doing this, because these are great videos. It's a great series. Let me know what you think of my reaction to this. Let me know what you thought about Avatar 2. It seems like a lot of people are going to be crushing this film, even though it's already made over $1 billion in less than 2 weeks. Again, I still like it. I enjoy it the second time, even though I see some issues with it. Some characters I didn't love, some situations, some decisions did not love, but overall, still love the movie. Let me know what your thoughts are. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, adios.